weight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not #1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not #1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized as keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild...
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Younghoe Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Falcon football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive on a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Falcons had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They give to Taylor out of the gun. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
On the option to give to Taylor here. Down to about the 23. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have got it back to within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Jaguars 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Taking it about the 16. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's 10.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Touchdown!
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Let's go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the... And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say they had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. When the Falcons' defense stands tall, they'll get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ready?
But now a design run for Ridley. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Touchdown, Falcons! Jelani Woods with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Koo now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. Oh, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Yeah, this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
On second down, it's Pollard. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Jags grab it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much run on the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line. As his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. He's got a man, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by McCann, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 8-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up in a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. That incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. We not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad when I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the. He out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no X in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the tank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. It's bun on my knife, I'm tryna look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. All that text and calls. Run me that making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne.